Hey YouTube fam, welcome back to Christina and Crew. Today I have for you my Six Flags tips, tricks, and hacks video. We went to Six Flags a few weeks ago. I had not been there and I know at least 10 or 12 years. I think my husband had been there a little bit more recently than me, but regardless, this video is for anyone that has not been to Six Flags recently. I think pretty much their policies are across the board for every location, but specifically we are in Maryland, so we went to the Six Flags America in Bowie, Maryland. So let's get right into it. Are you joining me in the video? I think Snickle Fritz is gonna help me make the video today. Okay, so first things first. Six Flags is open from 10:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily. That's Monday through Sunday. There's no changes. That's the first thing. And that's only for the summer season. I know they offer some Halloween events and some Christmas events, but the summer season generally ends in September and like the water park will close. Okay, second thing. So what you want to do is arrive 15 minutes to half an hour before the park opens. They have preferred parking you can purchase. It's $30 and you get to park closer to the gate. But if you get there 15 minutes, half an hour prior to the gate opening, you can still park close. It's $20 to park. If you don't do preferred, it's $20 regardless, and that's whether you're far back or close up. So you do want to make sure you get there at opening so that you can get that closer spot to the gate. And it's good for families of younger children, or like with us, we always have a stroller with us. So we don't want to be pushing a stroller all the way up a parking lot and then you still have to get to the park and do a lot of walking. So that's my first tip. Get there 15 minutes to half an hour early. And then my second tip is to head to the water park half an hour after the park opens. So the park opens at 10:30, the water park opens at 11. Now they have free shaded areas with like very large umbrellas and beach chairs underneath. These areas are free to the guests. However, the platinum and the diamond membership holders, they're allowed into that water park area before just regular people who are visiting for the day. And that's why I said to be at that water park when it opens, and then you can get yourself a chair. Now I don't recommend leaving anything valuable there, but I know we left beach towels, strollers, we left those at our spot and we were able to leave them there and get food. And they have about 3 or 4 different areas in the water park, so you don't want to have to move your stuff around constantly or even lose your shade. So I would get there 30 minutes after the park opens. When the water park opens, get yourself a nice little couple chairs in the shade, leave your stuff there, not your valuables, leave your regular stuff there, and then you can maneuver around the water park area, and that works out really well. And then okay, so now I want to talk about the membership. So the membership levels are Gold Plus, Platinum, Diamond, Diamond Elite. Gold Plus is $5.99 a month or $210 paid in full. Platinum, $7.99 a month or $275 paid in full. Diamond, $10.99 a month, $330 paid in full. And then Diamond Elite, the highest tier membership, $16.99 a month or $475 paid in full. Now, every level of membership comes with preferred parking, a 20% park merchandise discount, and then they get to ride the new rides or new attractions first before the general public that aren't pass holders. But if you get a membership that is gold or higher, or I'm sorry, any membership that's higher than the Gold Plus membership will get you unlimited soft drinks every visit, unlimited admission, and then free tickets for your friends. So that means that if you get Platinum, Diamond, or Diamond Elite, you get more benefits than if you just get the Gold Plus. So the monthly membership is very attractive to people that maybe have a lot of family members, so they have a lot of people to pay for each month, so that you're not putting out the full cost for each member of the family all at once. So I think that's a nice option for anybody that's interested in visiting the park multiple times during the season. Something to remember: membership does not include food. You can get the 15% discount on food with certain levels of that membership, but the food is not included with any annual passes. So then, since we're talking about food, that brings me to my next point. I'm just gonna say this, y'all. We paid $12.99, that's right, 12.99 for one slice of pizza. And James and I each got one. So that was $13 per pizza. No drinks, no sides, no breadsticks. A slice of pizza. Anyone that goes to the theme park kind of expects to spend money. Like, you get it. Theme park food is overpriced. And that's anywhere you go. But I did not expect to pay $13 for a slice of pizza. But it's like, we were there, you know, we wanted pizza, when in Rome, you know. But what we got for the kids was a chicken tender meal. It came with 4 really nice sized chicken tenders and a basket of french fries. That adult meal was enough for the 2 of them to share. Again, no drink, but it was the same price as 1 slice of pizza, and we got more. So just bear that in mind. And then my next point is just the dining plans. They have 2. They have the basic and then the deluxe. The basic is $39.99 one-time fee. You get 1 lunch, 1 snack per visit, and you can only use this dining plan at Six Flags America. If you get the deluxe, $82.99, 1 flat rate. You get lunch, dinner, and a snack every visit, and then you get a seasoned drink bottle like this, and that's valid at any Six Flags. And that's another thing about these drink bottles. The higher memberships come with these. So the diamond and the platinum, they have their own special colored drink bottles. This drink bottle, we bought the 1-day pass for, so we bought 2 of these at $7.99 a piece. The more of these you buy, the cheaper they get. So I think 3 or more might have been, I don't know, $14.99. But because we only got 2, we had to pay $17.99. But they put a band around your wrist, and you're able to go to any location in the park that serves beverages, and you're able to refill this all day just for that 1 day. And they write the date on your wristband. So, you know, don't think you're gonna like wear it and come back. But anyway, so this cup tells the Six Flags employees that you are not an annual pass holder, that you are just someone that is visiting for the day, but you have unlimited refills if you're wearing the band. Because you, in theory, you can buy this. Well, actually, I don't think you can buy it and not get free refills. I think that's the whole point of this. So anyway, the employees know if you have this and you have your wristlet, you get free refills all day. So I really like that. That worked out good for our family. We did 2, 1 for me and my husband, 1 for the kids, and I thought that was perfect. It was more than enough liquid, and there's ample stations around the park that you can always find somewhere to refill your beverage. So that was good. That worked out fine. Okay, so we talked about food, membership. If you are the kind of family that enjoys visiting theme parks like Six Flags multiple times during the summer, you know you're going to be going a couple times a month, I say absolutely go for the membership. Get yourself a dining plan. That way you know if you've got a day at the park, you're going to have food, you're going to have drinks, you're good to go. But if you are someone like my family who we know this is a one-time in the summer type thing, I don't recommend buying any type of passes, membership passes, dining passes, nothing. The only pass I could recommend is the Flash Pass, which allows you to skip the lines for the attractions. Aside from that, if you're like our family, you're just going to want to get a regular 1-day pass and just go and just budget and plan and expect that you're going to spend an exuberant amount of money, just for this one thing. Because I know my husband went on the regular SixFlagsAmerica.com website to get tickets, and they wanted $250 for our family of 4. Now we have 2 adults, we have a daughter that's 10 and a son that's 3. They don't differentiate between ages. There's one admission price. So for the 4 of us, it was $250. Fortunately, my husband was able to go on his corporate website and get discounted tickets for $150. So that shaved $100 off right then and there. So we spent $150 for the tickets, $26 for the pizza, $13 for the kids' meal, and the only other thing we purchased while we were there in terms of food was the Dippin' Dots ice cream. I got that for the kids, and it cost me like $14. So what I did was in the morning, we ate a really big breakfast, so then when we got to the park, we weren't super hungry. And I planned it out that way because unfortunately Six Flags does not allow outside food or beverages, which means you can't bring waters or snacks or anything to kind of like get you through the day. So I wanted to make sure everyone was very, very full when we got there, so we could just focus on the attractions and having fun and not so much being hungry. The only other thing you should budget for having to put out money for, especially if you have young children, is the carnival style games. From our experience, most of the games were $5 per player. Our kids, I think, may have played 3 or 4 games. So it was like $30 cash, and they only cash, they don't take cards. So it was like $30 cash for the kids to play these games and win, like, you know, the most not exciting chibi prizes ever, but they did win some superhero capes with one of the games they played, and Jay has been wearing that cape since we got home. So that's the one thing that I feel like was like a worthy investment. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I think the whole day was a worthy investment. You can never put a price on spending time with your family and like giving your kid experiences. This video is strictly just to kind of refresh your memory or give you any information to someone that maybe has never been there or is like me and hadn't been there in like a decade, you know, and like everything changed. I mean, for example, I remember going as a younger child and they had just like a gift shop with so much Six Flags merchandise. That was one thing I noticed, just a lack of Six Flags merchandise in general. The merchandise there was very character specific. For example, you know, superheroes, Looney Tunes, but there was nothing that was just like Six Flags. And we have a family tradition of anytime we go anywhere, we get a magnet to commemorate our trip, a magnet for our fridge. So I had to go in 3 or 4 gift shops just to find one magnet that said Six Flags America. So for someone that's like old school like me, like that's frustrating. But all in all, it was a really good experience, and we got a picture as soon as we came in. I thought it was really nice. They had the characters just waiting right there, so we got to take a picture of Tweety Bird and upon park entry, and then throughout the day the characters kind of started coming out. We saw Tasmanian Devil, and then we saw Sylvester the cat. So that was fun. The kids enjoyed that. We did not see Bugs Bunny, which is a little disappointing because he's kind of like Mickey Mouse. Like, he's the front runner of the group, you know? So we did not see him. Doesn't mean he wasn't out, but we didn't see him. Because we got there at 10:30, and by 5 o'clock, our little family was ready to go. So we ended the day with the stunt show, which I recommend doing if your family just needs like a little break. It was only like 15 or 20 minutes. But we did that at the end of our visit, and I think it was kind of like when you exercise and you do like yoga or you do like a cool down exercise. That's what that kind of was for us. We were just nonstop go, go, go. So sitting down and watching that stunt show was really like a way for everybody to kind of regroup, calm down, and get themselves, you know, together for the walk back to the car, because of course you have to go back through the whole park to get out. So I think that is pretty much it for all my tips and tricks. I'm just going to check my little list real quick and make sure I mentioned everything. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Snickle Fritz, is that it? Did we get it all? He's literally going to be here for every video. He's like, I always say, like, Snickle Fritz is not your average cat. He is like a dog, and I love it. Right? Don't you like a dog? Mm-hmm. Alright guys, that's going to be it for today. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!